Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Wednesday, June 28th, 2023. Welcome to the newest entry in my daily vlog. Content creation was my hobby before I got laid off some months ago. Now I'm trying to make it a full-time gig, and this vlog just kind of is documenting how it's going. If today's camera shot is a little bit different, it's because I did I'm doing some work in my studio here, adjusted my camera somewhat. I installed some new parts on it and put it in a slightly different position, just a little bit. So I tried to match it exactly as close as I could, but angles being what they are and geometry and everything, it could be off by a smidgen. The great thing about this vlog is, like so many other things, it gives me a chance to experiment and to get in repetitions and to try things out, right? It's one thing to do a test shot. It's another thing entirely to stand in front of the camera and do work. That's what's helped me to grow, over on GenXGrownUp as a creator, and that's just yet another way that this vlog helps me each day. I'll take this footage and tweak it and go, all right, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, something like that. So just more little minutia. Let's get into talking about yesterday. So yesterday was podcast editing day over on Twitch. Had about a dozen folks showed up and popped in. We had a few people renew their Amazon Prime subscription. Thank you for that. And we had a good time. Got the whole thing done in just over 2 hours 15, whatever. We're done a little bit early. It's funny. Tommy Gunn, who is always in every comment all the time. He's a totally different time zone. He always wanted to show up for this. I'm sure you've seen Tommy down in the comments almost every day. And he showed up literally like I was 3 minutes from finished. He finally popped in. He's like, I knew I'd make it finally. So it's never too late. Thanks for finally popping in, Tommy. I thought that was funny. So after we got the podcast edited, ducked out for Taco Tuesday. Came back and continued to do some more work and research on the next tier video. I also did a little prep work for what I hope to be the next long form video that I would like to shoot today, but we'll get into that in a second. And then in the afternoon, we did that pickup podcast recording that we talked about. Oh, I also knocked out a short video, which is it's a very weird short. Sometimes you just throw things at the wall and try them. I found some Bic lighters that had little like joysticks and video game characters on them, and I picked them up. So I did a short just promoting this product and put a link to the product in the description of the short. So if the short happens to take off, we might make a couple of bucks off of our Amazon affiliate link. I've seen people do that as a strategy. Mine was more I wanted to show off the lighters, but since it's a pure product, I tried that too. So I did that short and published it yesterday as well. Let's talk about stats. Man, stats are doing well over the last few days. It's in large part thank you to a couple of short videos, older short videos, arcade tip videos that are just ramping up and doing really well. There's 2 or 3 of them now toward the top. So we got greater than, I think, 25,000 views yesterday. But subscriber-wise, man, I got a frog in my throat. Excuse me. But more importantly, subscribers, right? So I think at the end of yesterday, we were just about to hit 30,400. It was 3390 something, I believe, if I remember right. But yesterday was like 140 subscribers or so. So as it stands now, we're at 30,530 some odd subscribers. I think, is that right? Yes. And that was the last time that I looked. So we'll see what it is by the time I take the screenshot and post this, but doing really well. And I want to show you the statistics for the last 28 days, roughly the last month. And you can see how we're on a little bit of an uptick here that's been rising for the last week or so. So we'll see how long that rides out. It's always good for subscribers, and it's always good for engagement, and for revenue and for growth. That goes without saying, I guess. Gee, if you get more, it's growing. Yes, I know, John, but it doesn't stop being exciting and cool to me. Let's talk about today then. So I have a meeting in the afternoon and a podcast recording in the evening. But throughout the day, a couple things I want to work on is continue to do research on the next tier video. And I would like to shoot a longish form, like not a short, to release either today or tomorrow of one of the one of the electronics gadgets that I got a couple of weeks ago at a toy show for Father's Day. I think those will be very popular and interesting. I've done a few of, flea market yard sale pickups and analyze them and see how they work still, or if they still work, which this does, so plenty to talk about there. So I'd like to work on that today. And I have a side project that I have going that I've got to work on through the weekend that I'm kind of prepping for as well. It's going to be a busy weekend for me, but that's good. That's good. It's a growth project. So, yeah, just some really cool stuff. I don't want to be cryptic. I had a really good phone call yesterday with a manufacturer, and we spoke about some opportunities and some potential freelance work that I could do for them that they're looking for. This is directly related to GenXGrownUp, and look, as I can tell you more, I will. I just want to share that there's something extra cool that happened yesterday that is it promises to be kind of the next step in a very fruitful relationship, I think. Literally, I had to sign an NDA to not talk any more about it. This is why I'm being so cryptic. So that's how far along we are in the process. So it's not like a mother lode. It's not the saving grace or anything, but it's a very promising and productive development that I can't wait to share with you when I'm able. So that's pretty cool. Trust me, it's really cool. I can't tell you, but it's really cool. Yeah, I think it's time for me to get busy today on Wednesday. I want to thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog, if that's in fact what you did. If you're here every day, you know I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here. You're really part of my support system, and that's why I get up every day to make sure that I deliver this to you, because you're part of this as far as I'm concerned, and I'm really grateful that you're here. Yeah, well, have a great Wednesday. Do something good for yourself if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.